All right. Let me show you some of this amazing scenery. You can see the icebreakers all the way there. It's a beautiful sunny day. Not too hot. So tomorrow, finally, I will have a blood test. Well, the last time I did my blood test was almost like 6 months ago. And I think now is a good time to do it again. Actually, all right, no, it's better. My training hasn't been so great. I've been experiencing lack of motivation, fatigued, and I kind of expected all of these things to happen just because I heard it from the internet, especially if you're into natural bodybuilding and you're trying to get super lean and reach the lower body fat percentages. These are some of the side effects. So I pretty much knew this would happen. Like, I saw a lot of people talk about it, but it's interesting. I was like curious to know, to try to diet for so long. So I did a cut for 5 months and I got super lean. And yeah, it's amazing the way you look in the gym. The pump is great. You're very vascular. The veins are popping. But the reality is that there were many nights I woke up, I just couldn't sleep properly. I was waking up in the middle of the night, and I think all of these things have led to basically crashing my testosterone. So we'll see tomorrow. I am mainly concerned with two things. My cholesterol, because last time I did the blood work, it was high. Since then I've been trying to increase my intake of healthy fat. I'm very curious to know what happened to my cholesterol, but there are other metrics that they're measuring. This is an extensive sort of blood work that I'm doing tomorrow, and then I can work with specialists if there are shortcomings, if there are like problems in my body, nutrition wise, sleep wise. I'm going to seek help and to try to basically optimize and biohack my hormones. I know it's pretty trendy nowadays to biohack your hormones, but I think I'm looking for ways. I'm looking for ways to improve my rest and recovery. And I think number one thing that could improve your testosterone naturally is sleep, and my sleep is not so good. And I think that's pretty much it. I'm gonna enjoy sun here for a little bit more. So what do you guys have?
Sandwich.
I could make that sandwich better at place, but
That's true, bro. I made a mistake, man. Yours
This
looks much
is-
better.
we
What can I
have
say?
amazing pancakes.
No, it's French toast.
Sorry, French toast and some porridge. Did you order that separately?
This is yogurt.
Yogurt.
Wake up.
Yeah, pancakes. To me, it looks like.
Granola.
Okay, these are like pancakes, and that's porridge. Whatever.
No, it's not porridge.
And then we got these delicacies right here.
Very good, guys. Very
Enjoy,
good.
enjoy. Cheers. Cheers, broski. Ooh.
Well, this looks much, much better than mine.
All right, so the results are in, and there were a few things which were concerning. Like I said before, this was an extensive test in which they measured a lot of things. They took several blood samples and they measured many metrics for your heart, testosterone, cholesterol, kidneys, livers, minerals, and other things. But for the most part, I am pretty healthy, so nothing major that I need to, for example, take medication or get special treatment or anything like that. But it was not ideal as in the context of bodybuilding. So the number one thing, so there were like a few things that I want to talk about, which kind of affect me and my performance and are related to my goals. The number one thing is testosterone. You've probably watched the latest Jeff Nippard, Jeff Nippard's video, which he did with Hussein Farhad and Julian, and they basically had a blood test there as well. So that the normal testosterone range for men is somewhere between 250 to 800, 850, I think, nanogram per deciliter. I'm not sure about the unit, but it's whatever. And I think that's the free testosterone. And I am currently 255, which is at the very bottom of the range. So that's not, I think that ideally I want to be a little bit higher. But I think it makes sense for me to not be super high just because I've been starving myself basically for a few months now, to the point that it was really affecting my workouts, my performance, my motivation levels, my sleep, and my ability to think clearly. So I'm not dieting as harsh anymore, but there's definitely a lot of room for improvement here, and I'm going to improve. I'm going to work with a specialist to try to improve my diet and rest and recovery and my sleep. I think the number one thing that affects your testosterone is sleep. Getting 8 hours of like good quality sleep will go a long way, and I know I can do a lot better. The second thing is nutrition wise. I think there are ways that you can improve your testosterone, but like not it's still not as close to like hormone replacement therapy or anything like that. So but still, I want to give it a try. I want to try to improve things as much as possible. The second thing, which was a little bit concerning, was my cholesterol. The bad cholesterol level was still in the outside of the normal or accepted range. I have been making an effort to try to have it under control by incorporating things, healthy fats and other vegetables, cruciferous vegetables, which basically help control the LDL. As far as I remember, that's the bad guy, and the good guy is HDL. So you want to lower the LDL. So things like broccoli and Brussels sprouts are really good, as well as olive oil, salmon, and egg yolks, and healthy, basically, fats. So I'm incorporating those things into my diet more and more. So that's for the cholesterol, but it's not like I don't need to take medication. I don't need to get special treatment for that just yet, but I want to make sure that it doesn't go out of control over the next 10 years. And from the trend that I see in my family, and genetically, we're not in the best spot when it comes to cholesterol and blood pressure and heart problems, stuff like that. And the third thing, which was concerning, was about my kidney health. Again, nothing major. It's just that I think I need to hydrate better. The doctor said it's normal for someone who exercises very regularly and has more muscle mass. So I lost my sentence. So for me, because I have more muscle compared to, like, let's say, a normal person, and I train pretty hard and very often, it is normal for the metric to be a little bit off. But there are still, they recommended me other tests. So I'm going to take other tests just to make sure that it is actually, in fact, a problem. But one of the things that could go a long way and really help with the kidney health is make sure you stay hydrated. And I know that that's something that I've been neglecting as of late for the past 1 month, just because I've been lazy. So I'm trying to get my caffeine consumption under control. So I'm not having caffeine in the morning with my breakfast. Instead, I try to have, and that's a reminder for me to do it today because I just had my breakfast. It's like 8 a.m. right now. Yeah. So hydrating is really important to drink water throughout the day. And I'm going to limit my caffeine intake to the pre-workout. Just with the pre-workout that I take, it just gives me a kick. I like it. But other than that, I'll try to not drink coffee for as much as possible because I don't really need it, to be honest. And yeah, so I'm going to work with a specialist. This, I've said it before, this is just the beginning of this journey. I'm going to work with a specialist to try to improve all these things and basically do biohacking of my hormones. I know it's pretty trendy, but if it helps me get closer to my goals, then I'll do it. I don't care about the trends and stuff like that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this quick video. I didn't shoot any workout videos for today. However, later I'll be training today with a dude I met in the gym. Super cool guy. He's 7 weeks out from his, I think, first bodybuilding competition in classic physique. The dude is massive. He's absolutely huge. So I'm looking forward to that. To basically, that the idea is to exchange our knowledge and for me to learn as much as possible from and get something out of this workout. And I won't record anything for YouTube, but I'll probably post something on Instagram. So if you're interested, you can follow me there. I'll put a link in the description below. But make sure, if you haven't subscribed already, and you probably haven't, make sure to subscribe to my channel, like this video. I'll share a lot more of this journey, and I'll be posting frequent workout videos. I'm also planning to basically share all of my knowledge about programming, how I go about designing a program and what exercises I use and the techniques and everything that I've learned over the past 7-8 years. So you won't miss any of that. And that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching, and I hope you'll have a great day.